All right, hello and welcome. Today we're diving deep into the incredible folklore of Karnataka's Western Ghats. This is a place where, honestly, myth and reality they blend into one. And what we're exploring today is based on the amazing research of Dr. Sudhindra S.G. So if you're a teacher, an educator, or even a student who wants to get a real feel for these living traditions, you are in exactly the right place. Let's get into it.
Just listen to that. A land born of divine will. I mean, that one line just sets the scene perfectly, doesn't it? We're not just looking at a map here. We're talking about a place, a landscape, that's absolutely soaked in sacred stories. Stories that are still shaping people's lives right now, today.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at how the land was created. Then we'll meet its two powerful guardians, one for prosperity, one for justice. We'll see how they work together. And finally, we'll talk about how these myths are, believe it or not, walking the earth today.
So, first things first, where did this land even come from? Well, the story starts with a truly epic act of creation by a warrior sage.
So the legend goes like this. The warrior sage, Parashurama, hurled his axe right into the ocean. And with that single act, he commanded the sea to pull back, revealing the fertile coastline we see today. Now, this isn't just some old tale. It's the very foundation of the region's identity. This land is called Parashurama Kshetra for a reason. But think about it. Once you've created a sacred land, you can't just leave it unprotected, right? It needs guardians.
And that's where two powerful spirits come into the picture. They were sent to watch over this brand new land. Let's meet the first one. This is the protector, the spirit of prosperity and mercy. This is Panjurli. You can think of Panjurli as this compassionate tiger spirit. Now, a tiger spirit sounds fierce, and he is powerful, but his main job is actually about protection and compassion. He's the one who guards the forests, the fields, the homes. He's the force making sure that the harmony between people and nature is kept, ensuring that Parashurama's land stays fruitful.
And Panjurli isn't some distant, abstract deity. No, he's hands-on. We're talking about ensuring crops are fertile, blessing the harvest, protecting cattle and people. And, really importantly, he listens to prayers. But there's a flip side to this mercy. He also issues warnings. He specifically warns against greed, which is this really key idea that prosperity can't exist without respect.
Okay, but what happens when people don't listen? What happens when that harmony gets broken, when greed wins out? Well, for prosperity to work, it needs a counterpart. It needs a force that brings unshakable justice. And that's where Guliga comes in. So if Panjurli is all about nurturing life, Guliga is the opposite. He is the keeper of cosmic law. He is fierce. He is feared. The stories say he was born from divine wrath itself. So Guliga isn't showing up to hand out blessings. He's here to deliver verdicts. And people fear him, but they also revere him, because his justice is final. It's absolute. And his authority? It's absolute. He is merciless when it comes to injustice or adharma. He brings hidden secrets out into the light. He's the one they call on to settle the toughest land disputes. And here's the kicker. When Guliga speaks through a person during a ritual, that word is final. It's not a suggestion, it's law. Period. He is the final judgment.
So on the one hand, you've got mercy at abundance. And on the other, you've got this fierce, uncompromising justice. You'd think they'd be enemies, right? But that's not it at all. In fact, they are two sides of the same coin, creating this incredible, delicate balance.
See, Panjurli and Guliga aren't rivals. They're partners in the truest sense. Think of it like this. Panjurli provides everything you need for a good life, but Guliga makes sure that life stays fair and just for everyone. You can't have one without the other. I mean, without Panjurli's blessings, there's no prosperity. But without Guliga's law, that prosperity would just turn into pure chaos. And this slide just lays it out so clearly. It's like a divine system of checks and balances. You have Panjurli, who brings mercy, and Guliga, who brings justice. Prosperity from one, order from the other. Panjurli offers a blessing, Guliga delivers a verdict. It's harmony versus law, life and consequence. See how they fit together? It's a complete picture, the entire moral bedrock of the community, right there. Okay. And this is where, for me, this whole thing becomes absolutely mind-blowing. Because we're not just talking about dusty old legends. These spirits, these beliefs, they are alive. They are actively shaping communities and delivering justice as we speak.
You can actually trace the whole process, from the cosmic down to the communal. It all starts with the divine act, right? Parashurama creates the land. That creation gives the guardians, Panjurli and Guliga, their jobs. Then, and this is the key part, humans make it real through ritual, specifically the kola performance. And that ritual loops right back, strengthening the foundations of this living heritage for the next generation.
And during these rituals, like the kola, something incredible is believed to happen. A performer literally becomes a channel for the divine. So it's not symbolic. The belief is that Panjurli or Guliga is actually walking among the people, hearing their disputes and giving guidance or justice right then and there. It's a living court and a living temple, all in one. And if this sounds familiar, it's because millions of people got a glimpse of this power in the film Kantara.
I love this quote. Here, faith is not remembered, it is performed. Just think about that for a second. This isn't about reading a story in a book. This is about bringing that story to life night after night. It's a performance that renews the sacred contract between the land, the spirits, and the people. It's a living, breathing tradition passed down through generations.
So that brings us to the big question, really. When you have a system where ancient spirits represent justice and mercy, what can that teach us about how we build our societies today? It's this powerful idea that you need both. You need compassion, but you also need accountability. You need prosperity, but you need order. It's something to think about, isn't it? Thanks so much for joining me for this deep dive.